And we should be in the live now. How about that? So today I am going to be announcing the winners of the giveaway that I was doing at the end of this year, or last year I should say, 2021. And we are also going to react to some of the responses I got for the question that I asked on the forum. We'll go from there on that. Of course, that is pinned in the chat, so if you are watching this live, you can type it in there, or if you're watching the replay, always comment down below what your thoughts are for stores coming back. Let's go ahead and see about rolling the clips. Let's actually look at chat first. Hey Ackley, hey Nolan Smith, hey Parker Taylor, hey Daniel L, and Santro Pixie. How are you guys all doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good new year so far. Nolan says he's currently having a mental breakdown because I'll never see a Kmart again because I live in Oregon. Well, I mean, you're not alone. I probably won't be able to either. If I have any chance, it's Hamilton, Montana, and I can't promise that at this point, unfortunately. So it's a struggle. It's the way things are, though. So it's like, what can you do? It's not something you can control. So, hey Joshua. Nolan says a company is trying to buy Blockbuster and turn it into an online streaming service, so I hope it works. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe that's a good thing, because it would give them more business, I guess. But, of course, that is not going to be the same as old Blockbuster. You still got the Blockbuster in Oregon, though, which I'm guessing you know that. Alright, let's go ahead and roll the clip, though, of drawing the winners. This will be pretty brief, but I did keep it as raw as possible, so that way now you can see what happened, how I did it and everything. Go ahead and switch now. Alright, so at this point, if you don't already know, I started doing a giveaway at Christmas, and on January 1st was the last day for people to enter. I'm going to print off a document with all the people who have entered the giveaway, and we're going to go from there. Alright, got the paper here with all the people on it. We're going to cut this up, fold each one in half, and it's going to end up going in this cup. And from this cup, I'll shake it up really good and draw each winner. So let's do it.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've got all these cut out. I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to keep this as raw as humanly possible so you can see that's the people on the screen there. Hopefully it's not blurred. Hoping to hell it isn't, because I don't feel like redoing this. Almost dropped that. We're going to keep this as raw as possible. I'm going to fold all of these up, throw them into the cup, shake it up, and we'll choose the winners. So let's do this. I got less than an hour to do this now. I'll probably speed ramp this part, but I'm not going to do any cuts. Alright, so as you can see, all the names are in there. I'm going to shake this up and we'll choose winner one. Alright, we got a winner. As you can see, I folded them all like that, of course, with the name inside, so I can't even see. Alright, here we go. We got one of our winners. Put this up to the camera. Focus on this, please, and thank you. Even though I'm tapping it, it is not focusing. There we go. So we got Parker. So you got the first prize. You'll get to choose the size of the shirt and everything like that. I should shake this up again, shouldn't I? It needs to refocus on me anyway. There we go. I can grab just one piece of paper, thank you. Once again, don't know who this is. We'll do it this way for the fun of it. Can you see who it is? I haven't seen it yet, and the camera's backwards, so I can't really read this very well. Is this saying Christian Gonzalez? Yep, it is. Christian Gonzalez. So you got the other shirt. So both of you will have an email in your inbox, and by the time you see this, actually, you should have already responded to the email. Parker Taylor is the #1 winner, and Christian Gonzalez is the #2 winner. I'll have your guys' emails out by 5 p.m. today. Right now it is... I don't know if it's going to come out or not, but right now it is the 3rd. It's 4:15 Mountain Standard Time. Still got 45 minutes before I need to have the emails out, so we're good. And we'll go from there. And fuck. There we go. Oh my golly. We almost got there. We almost got there without any issues, and then I did the mic thing again. I am definitely unmuted now, Joshua and Parker. Thank you both. Let's see. That can be, there we go. I unmuted the wrong source the first time. So let's try that again. So as I mentioned, well, as you guys didn't hear me mention, the date today is actually just the 15th, so the 3rd was a little while ago. I apologize for the delay to get this live stream rolling. I meant to do this like 3 or 4 days ago, but it's alright, we're here now. So the shirts did come in, gotta ship these out. They'll be getting tracking stuff soon, and we'll go from there. We're going to move on to the next section that is going to be answering the pinned question, which is, what is one business that you would like to see make a comeback in 2022 and why? I'm going to answer, I'll go ahead and give my answer first. That's the way I meant to do it. And then we'll look at some of the answers I got from other people. These are just the ones that I caught my eye. These aren't all the answers. And we'll go from there. So for me, one business I would like to see probably going to be along the lines of Kmart or something like that, because I did that is one spot I made a regular stop. One thing in particular I've still missed to this very day is the Jolly Rancher soda. They used to sell it at my Kmart and the Kmart in Fort Collins all the time, but they discontinued that product long before either of those Kmarts closed, like in 2011 or something like that. I miss having that. That's good stuff. Go ahead and take a look at some of the answers. So the first one that I got was GameStop, because it's my favorite game store. So GameStop isn't gone everywhere for sure, because we still have 2 GameStops here in town in Cheyenne, I don't know how it is where this person is. Maybe in their area they don't have GameStop, so that's completely fair. Let's take a look at the next question. Nolan, oh, let's see, where's my chat clicker? Nolan says Circuit City. Yep, for sure. That is one that actually is in here that someone else mentioned. Another one I got was Toys R Us. I remember going to Toys R Us before, and I got some games and toys too. And now I think Toys R Us is back. I think he's trying to say that Toys R Us is back now. Danielle L, it was Parker and Christian Gonzalez. I did email them already weeks ago, so yeah. They confirmed their stuff and everything, so we were good and solid. But Toys R Us for sure, it kind of is making a comeback in a sense. They tried last year, maybe 2 years ago, when they were with Target. They opened 2 stores, both stores closed. Now they're with Macy's and they did the same thing. This time in the American Dream Mall, I think it's called. But who knows if it'll be successful this time. Maybe it will be, but who knows. I definitely do want to see them make a comeback. Like, that is one I miss from my childhood for sure as well. Another one I got was Ames. Since I didn't get to see it, I would like to see it again. It's very cool. And see some pics of the company. Everything seemed nice, and I wish they could have expanded to Colorado. That's a fair one. Ames is definitely not one that was in our area. I guess it was kind of along the lines of Shopko or Kmart, but older. I think they all shut down like the start of the century, so I didn't even really get to I didn't get to experience them at all, like even if I had a shot, you know. Let's see. Next one is, I'll catch up with chat here in a minute. Blockbuster, because it's just a cool thing that newer generation knows nothing about. Definitely not in the way they would have like 10 years ago, right? There definitely are a lot of people that do not know what Blockbuster is like, for sure. And that would be an upside then coming back in that sense, but with the way things are trending, I mean, even the big brand grocery stores like Walmart and Target, they don't sell much in the way of DVDs anymore. You can still get a few, but it's a joke compared to what it was 10 years ago. So unfortunately, I don't foresee Blockbuster or any video store making a massive comeback unless they hit the areas that really specifically need that service, right? There's definitely areas that need it, but most areas in the US where it's populated don't really need it. Next one says Sears, because I used to buy from there all the time. I miss it. That's definitely one of the stops we made a lot. Oftentimes that's where we get something like a TV. Nowadays we have to go out of town to Best Buy or something like that to get stuff like that. So definitely a fair one. It's more convenient to be able to just go to Sears here in town versus going all the way out of town to somewhere that actually sells what we want. Next one is, I would love to see Circuit City come back. There you go, Nolan. They said they were making a comeback with smaller stores. Now I'm just waiting for it to come back. I think I might have heard something about that, but I didn't hear much. Like, I haven't heard much about it. Like, it's just kind of something that was there, I guess, to me. I don't know if they've made any progress on this front. I know it's an online store still, at least last I checked. So they're at least still there. It's just not the same as it once was. Let's see. Next one is a very good question. Local owned businesses like restaurants and mom and pop shops. This one was a different answer than what I expected, but it is a completely fair answer, I think, in that there definitely is not a lot of mom and pop stores these days, is there? There's a handful of restaurants I can think of here in town, in Cheyenne, for example, like 2 doors down, that are family owned. But aside from that, there's not really much in the way of family-owned places. The only store I can think of is some kind of Mexican-themed store. Actually, 2 of them. One that's downtown and one that's on South Greeley Highway. And that's it. Like, I can't think of any other family-owned stores. And that's definitely one thing I would like to be able to do more of, is shop at local stores. But I can't do that because the stores that I need are not here with terms of local family-owned. Another one is Family Video would be really cool. I can finally get some movie copies in hand in a store. Yep, there you go. Family Video was one that survived for a long time. Like, it was just last year, I think, when they closed up all their stores, so they lasted a very long time. It's too bad that they did have to finally close up, but I guess they were starting to really have the hit come to them over the last few years. Kmart, I'm almost picturing a smaller format version like Pamida or Ames with more grocery. That's a possibility. I don't anticipate it anytime soon, but it's a possibility. I don't know. Maybe something like crazy happens, right? Maybe for some reason Kmart Australia does something, you know? I don't know. Like, it's hard to say what would happen with that, but it is a possibility. I can't deny it. Ryan's Buffet, they were my childhood buffet and they went out of business in 2021. For me, it was Old Country Buffet, but same company. I did not know that they had completely closed up all of their locations last year, which was kind of a surprise to me. I did a little research before the stream. But they've been gone out of my area since, Jesus, at least since 2010 or so. I remember the last couple of times we went to mine, the food was starting to drop in quality really fast, and sure enough, it closed before much longer after that, so what can you do? It sucks. It was a pretty good buffet when they still were thriving, though. I will admit that. And this one is Kmart and Sears. It's a kind of a combo thing there. They were / are part of so many people's lives. I miss shopping in their stores. Exactly. That's part of the reason why I do this. Not the only reason, obviously, but it's part of the reason. It's a part of the way everyone lives, and I think it is valuable to document the way life is. All right, we'll go ahead and switch back over to the live, this section, and eat that and put up the chat selector. Let's see. Muted. So Joshua was talking about how Toys R Us come back in 2022 this year. Yep, so they did open a new store in the American Dream Mall out east. I don't know how soon they're going to be opening more locations, and I also don't know if they're going to continue with this tiny mall layout thing, or if they're going to shift to what Toys R Us Canada still has. I don't know how they're going to play that. It'll be interesting to see how that works out for them. Joshua asks, have you been to Circuit City? I have been to Circuit City. I went to the one here in Cheyenne a handful of times before it closed. Unfortunately, being a kid, I do not remember a lot of it. I only remember little teeny tiny bits of it, just because it's stuck there for some reason in my head. Yep, there you go with Toys R Us. The one that says that he was never to Circuit City, because I was born in 2010. Dang indeed. That's unfortunate. See, that's part of the reason why I think that it's worth doing this. Hey GRM, no you did not win, otherwise you would have gotten an email. Besides, I don't think you entered, did you? Like, I don't know now. I forget. I had a chunk of people enter, so. Maybe I'll have to send you some money. How about that? Maybe I'll do something like crazy for his birthday. Let's see. I believe... Yeah, I think Daniel L. was the first one that said that, actually. But yeah, there you go, Daniel. Sears Hometown still near me. Yep, so Sears Hometown is definitely still thriving. They just recently opened a location here in Cheyenne. In fact, just towards the end of last year, they opened one up in North Dakota. I think in Minot, ? Minot, I think. Parker asks, when are you gonna do a walking stream? I do not know yet. I do have plans to get back into walking streams, I just don't know when it's gonna come. My arms get pretty dang close to where I probably could, but it's still a push. I am waiting for a little bit warmer weather, so there's that. Hey there, Dakota Wolf and Texas Danger, how are you guys doing? Blake's Retail Exploration. I'm gonna butcher this name again, but Takayuki Edric Verita Sketches. Hopefully I pronounced that at least somewhat right. I probably butchered it somewhat. So if I did, I'm sorry. Target is better than Walmart. Definitely some argument there. Definitely some argument. Their stores tend to feel just more welcoming than Walmart, in my opinion. Joshua says, I want Sears Grand and Big Kmart and Super Kmart to come back. See, I never went to Super Kmart. I didn't really know they were out there until like the early 2010s. But then it's like, oh, well, we don't got any more in our area, I guess. So I guess I won't go. Even though we did like have one, I think the Greeley one might have still been open. I know the Thornton was open till like 2016. Didn't know that. Plus we have Walmart here, so it's like, why go all the way out of town just for a short to get a few things, right? So it's like, well, shoot. I wish they had a Super Kmart here. That would have been interesting. Parker says Longmont used to have a Sears hometown and now has O'Reilly Auto Parts. Yes, and I have photoed that location as O'Reilly anyway. I know Spirit Halloween was there, I think. I think it was that location that Spirit Halloween took over at like 2 or 3 years ago. Circuit City comeback failed in 2018. Okay, I did not know about that. I haven't been keeping up with some of the brands just because they're not really important anymore. Around me, there are no more abandoned Circuit Cities that I know of, so it's like not something I have to track. Let's see. I have a magnet from a defunct local restaurant. Let's see. Catching up with chat still. Hey there, Brian. How are you doing? I think my chat bugged out a little bit. I feel like I missed a few chats. Okay, here we are. Family video only closed last year. Okay, that's what I thought. Man, there's so many comments. I can't keep up with all of them. I went to Toys R Us only once in 2017. Yeah, I went there. Man, what was the last time? It was before the Christmas. I think they closed in 2017, right? So it would have been like November-ish of 2016, right? Yeah. That would have been when I last made a stop there. I was almost thinking about recording a clip of video at least in there, and I didn't, and now I regret it. Dakota Wolf says hi from Wyoming. There you go. Texas Danger, unfortunately it didn't, but 2 winners did win. It was, I announced it already. So it was Parker and also Christian Gonzalez. Why do I keep stumbling over the names? I have to keep having it come back to my mind. I don't have one. Sears hometown has a location in Potsdam, New York. Yep, there you go. Oh, O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm terrible at it, but you get the point. I apologize if there is stream lag. Maybe I need to do some changing on my settings. I don't know. Is anyone else having any lag? If not, then it might unfortunately be on your end with the internet. I know the internet can be sucky out there sometimes. Is anyone else having any lag with this stream, or has the stream been pretty smooth for you? Why did HH Greg go out of the business? I don't know. Let's look. HH Greg. Let's see. I guess they're still sort of alive. Their website's still here. Defunct in May of 2017. Bankruptcy. Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They closed 88 unprofitable location outside of its core market. Reading this off of Wikipedia. So obviously don't trust the word of Wikipedia, it's just a quick search. But, you know, there you go. So it's definitely going to be bankruptcy though that happened. Let's see. You had your Best Buy closed, did you? Dang. I've only had one Best Buy I know of near me that closed, and it was demolished in 2020. Parker says I went to the Fort Collins Toys R Us and the Thornton Toys R Us. I only went to the Fort Collins one. I think I might have gone to the original Fort Collins one at least 1 or 2 times when it was still open. After that, I was the new one over on, what is the road? I can't think of the road in front of there, but it's over by the Super Target and everything. Harmony Road, that's what it is. Let's see, I guess that's looking at H.H. Greg? I don't know. Yeah, Blake is saying it's fine for me, no lag for Parker. Okay, alright, it's all good, Daniel L. The replay will be up soon, so you can always rewatch it if you want. I apologize that you have to have the lag, but that's internet for you. Got your booster, that's good to hear. Yeah, it's gonna make you feel like crap. Any of those shots are gonna make you feel like crap for a couple days. It just is. Like, when I got my vaccine, I was down for like 2 days or 3 days, something like that. 4 days, maybe. I think I had it. It wasn't as harsh for me as some other people I know, but it was harsh enough that it put me down for a good 2 days of literally doing nothing. Brian says, still waiting on that hat merch. I need to look into that. I do need to. I think hats would be an interesting thing to do. How many of you would go for a hat with Optopolis on it? How many of you would be interested in that? Okay, I think I've caught up mostly with chat. Alright, appreciate it, peeps, for letting me know. So we're good-o. We're good-o. It's like I haven't changed my settings since last time. I think it was okay last time, so I hope it's okay this time. I hope Babies R Us to come back with new locations as well. Yep, that would be good. I know a lot of people definitely went there. These days, where do people go? Bye Bye Baby. Like, that's the only store I can think of, and that's owned by Bed Bath & Beyond, I think. So, yeah, there's not much in the way of baby stores these days. Longmont Best Buy is still open. Yeah, most of the Best Buys in Colorado seem to be doing just fine. H.H. Greg, the same thing as Best Buy. It's definitely similar. They do sell electronics just like Best Buy does. I never went to one personally because we don't have them out my way, but you know, it's one that was out there. I'll be honest, when I originally discovered H.H. Greg, I thought it was like some kind of clothing store. Let's see, I need to pop that down, I guess, huh? Kmart in 1899 through 2022. Well, we don't know that yet. In theory, supposedly, it might be gone this year, but we don't know that yet. So we'll be able to get there. We'll hopefully know soon enough, right? I mean, we don't want the end to come, but at this point, it's like, bro, why aren't you just freaking closing all of them? Like, you could just do it in one sweep, and it's in misery anyway. Like, stop. It's illogical at this point, but Eddie. That's Eddie for you. You gotta wait for the people to come buy the property up, I guess. Alright. I think we are about caught up on this stuff, so. I think I'm good on the chat, though. So I think that's about it. So I think I'm gonna see about wrapping up. So for next stream, I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be. I'm hoping by the end of this month we are going to be trying to do some kind of driving stream. I don't know how that's going to go. Yeah, I have a setup that would work fine. It's just a matter of figuring out other little details to make sure it goes smoothly. We'll go from there on that, though. I don't know how exactly I'll do it yet. We'll figure it out. As for walking streams, those are probably not going to be till closer to springtime when it starts getting be more like 50s on the regular basis, 60s in Fahrenheit, of course. Longmont Zoo Auto Sales is now Euflora dispensary, so another I don't know if it would get me demonetized or not, actually, so I'm not gonna say the word. It's MJ though, so like we all know that, right? Like that's obvious whenever you have a name like Euflora. That's an interesting takeover, though. Hey, Finn Haymans! I still have not been able to go to the location in person. I hope to go to it in February. people are seeming to be interested in hats, so maybe that's something I should look into. That'd be a lot cheaper than a shirt. I mean, the shirts, because I'm starting to print on the front and back of these shirts these days, they are a little bit more expensive, so like I have to charge a bit more. It sucks, but that's the way it is. The shirt that I have here actually is a little bit cheaper, but this one, it's double-sided, so I have to charge more for it. It sucks. Yeah, I was gonna say the POT word, but yeah, Mary Jane is appropriate. I don't think Mary Jane would get you demonetized. I don't know what... There's... Technically, any of the words could get you demonetized. It's just a matter of how bad it is in the scenario it's used in. Like, there's a certain C word that if I say it, it actually could get me demonetized on this stream. Yeah, Mary Jane's fine. I'm not worried about that one. I forgot about Mary Jane, and then I was like, oh yeah, there's Mary Jane for that I could have used. Yeah, we'll see for that. Let's see. What was I gonna do? I just blanked. By the way, hey Ransacked, I think I forgot to say your name. Do a driving stream in Longmont. That's one place where I should do a driving stream eventually, but it's not something I'm going to be able to do right away. For the time being, I am kind of, in a way, stuck in Cheyenne, because the car that I can drive is kind of shit. It's worn out. It's not in the best shape, and it's not good for highway use to begin with, so like it gets rickety after a certain speed. And that's not highway speed we're talking about, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that, do stuff out of town much for that yet, but maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Something I do need to look into. Let's see. There's something I was gonna say and now I can't remember. Let me see if I can remember this. I cannot remember. It's not coming back to me. I hate that when you have a thing come into your mind and you just totally forget. Oh well. That's alright. So yeah, next video will be coming on Monday. I intended to do it yesterday, but I just had a bad gut feeling and I also didn't have everything set up and ready to go for it, so I decided against it. So I will be doing that on Monday. I do got a trailer that I'll play for you guys as well. We'll go from there. That'll be at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time as usual. And see how that goes. Get a Tesla, that is better. Tesla is an idea, but it's not necessarily always the most ideal thing. It's an idea. I do like the idea of electric cars, but they are still in the expensive range, so it's not like I could go get one tomorrow, probably, unless I got incredibly lucky on like a used one that's in decent shape. I just hadn't taken the chat off the screen. My bad, Nolan. Alright, so I don't think there's any... Tesla looks too modern. Yes, today is MLK Day. Happy MLK Day, that's right. I love how Pim Heyman somehow has put in a chat message with nothing in it. At least on my end, there's no words. Like, look at this crap. Will it load up? I don't know. I don't know what the heck. I don't know if it's intentional or not. Oh, golly. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this thing, and I'll see you guys on Monday, hopefully, in the live chat. If not, the replay will be there as usual. And we'll go from there. Yeah, I appreciate everyone who stopped by, and I do appreciate everyone who entered the giveaway. Probably be doing another giveaway at the end of this year, and we'll go from there. One more question I see from Parker. When will Longmont Safeway video be released? I don't know yet. It'll be in the coming weeks. It just depends on when I get to that point. I don't know how he's doing that. I don't know. Maybe he's putting some kind of character there or something. He did it twice. Like, I have nothing wrong with it. I think it's a funny as hell, but... Man. says my message. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it'll say same thing for me if it, well, it doesn't do anything when I do it, so there you go. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday, though, hopefully, and hopefully in the next live stream as well. I'll let you guys know, of course, when that next live stream is going to come. See you guys soon, and peace out.